Okay, so if you've been on Instagram at all recently, you have absolutely seen it. The Laurent Montier phenomenon.
Oh, yeah.
It's this viral reel about a, quote, luxury Paris watch brand that's supposedly accidentally leaked a 90% off code.
And that's where, the alarm bells just start screaming, right? A deal that good is almost always too good to be true.
Exactly. So that's our mission for this deep dive. We've looked into the marketing, the website, the total lack of a paper trail.
To figure out if this is a real but maybe just poorly managed luxury brand or if it's what it looks like,
Okay.
another really polished online scam.
And the deeper we dug, the more unsettling it got.
Yeah.
Let's start with the hype itself because it feels completely manufactured.
It is. We're talking about the exact same Instagram reel.
The same one.
The same one, reposted daily, often by the very same accounts, just to create this constant sense of urgency.
And social proofs is what gets people. The comments look legit at first glance.
Right, but if you actually look closely, that's the biggest red flag. The comments are identical.
They're kidding.
Nope. Word for word, you see the same phrases like, got mine still works, Jack, thank you, on every single repost. It's just bots.
Wow. So that 90% off code isn't a leak or a glitch at all.
Not a chance. It's a tactic. A very intentional one to trigger that fear of missing out, that FOMO, so you rush to buy before you have time to think or do a quick search.
And people fall for it.
They do. We found a user on Reddit who detailed the whole process. You click the ad, the site looks clean and professional, the discount code works perfectly.
And you happily type in all your info.
Your name, your address, your phone number, and this is the critical part, your full visa information. You even get a confirmation email with a shop app tracking link.
That makes it feel so legitimate.
It does. But the second this person tried to find any information about the brand outside of the ad, there was nothing.
Just zero.
Zero. No designer profile, no brand history, no one in the watch community talking about them, just ads.
That's chilling.
Huh?
So let's talk about the website itself, laurentmontier.com.
Right. It claims to be from Paris. But we found no registration, no business license, absolutely nothing connecting it to France.
So the backstory is just a story.
A completely fabricated one. And it gets worse. Some of the product photos are demonstrably AI generated.
How can you tell?
The lighting is physically impossible. You've got distorted reflections on the watch face and the whole site. It's a recycled template.
What do you mean a template?
It's identical in layout, in product names, even in the fake heritage story, to a bunch of other known scam watch brands that are active right now.
So this leads to the big, unavoidable conclusion.
The brand is fictional. There is no watchmaker named Laurent Montier. He doesn't exist in any business registry, any watchmaking archive, anywhere. The entire thing is built on thin air.
Which explains what people actually get in the mail, if they get anything.
Exactly. The reports online are consistent. People either get a super cheap, AliExpress-style watch that breaks almost immediately.
Or nothing shows up at all. The order just says pending forever.
And that price, around $29 after the so-called discount, that's not a bargain. That's just the real low value of a mass-produced, drop-shipped product.
It was never a luxury watch marked down.
Yeah.
It was a cheap watch marked up to seem like a deal.
Precisely.
So to wrap this up for you, every single sign, the fake story, the bot comments, the AI photos, the recycled website, it all points to a classic organized scam operation.
There is no real company, no real quality, and no real business behind that slick Instagram ad.
And here's the final thought we want to leave you with.
Given that this operation successfully got your full name, address, and credit card details, even if you dispute the $29 charge and get it back,
Yeah.
what was the real cost? Is it the money?
Or is it the fact that this whole thing might have been more focused on harvesting your personal and verified payment data for, much more serious uses down the line?
That's the real prize for them, your data.